Well, hello and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. Today we're gonna do two important things. One, I'm gonna go on the hunt for more Allthemodium because we have Allthemodium, but we don't have that much. I wanna find more, and also I wanna automate this creation. How I'm gonna automate this creation? You say, well, there's this mod called um, um, mystical agriculture, which is very powerful. I have talked about it a lot. And there's this thing, Allthemodium seeds. We need 4 insanium blocks. I think those 4 insanium blocks are within my reach right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I have 4 insanium blocks. That was a really hard grind, but with the thermal series stuff that I made, that was not that hard anymore. So now I have that 4 Allthemodium blocks. With those 4 insanium blocks, I just need to make 4 Allthemodium block, which is not that easy to get. The thing is, I don't wanna spend this Allthemodium I have right now in anything else but in getting the seed, the mystical agriculture seed, because this is like making it renewable. We had very low emerald a little while ago. Look how much more emerald we have now. We have 704, and that was just by producing by one by one. But there's other stuff I produce. I have been produced in bulk, and they have been produced really fast. Also, diamond we're never really noting anymore because now we have an automatic diamond production. That's the reason why we have 155 diamond, even though I have been using it pretty heavily recently. So yeah, I'm gonna set up the quarry again, so I can leave that working while I start looking for Allthemodium. So I'll be right back when I set that up. I was about to go to set up the quarry, and then Snowcutty, she told me that she had a surprise for me. And as you can see in my hand, I have a taco. Yeah. I'm not hungry now, but I'm gonna jump until I am. Ah, wait. This thing consumes hunger really fast. I just right click a little bit.
Getting wet.
In a little bit, I'm gonna be able to eat something.
Ah,
and I want that to be your taco. Come on. Nice. Yay! Thank you very much. Well, guys, as you can see, I already put the quarry to work. It's now a very big hole, so that's the reason why you're not gonna be able to see where it starts, but it starts over here. Here's the space that is clearing now, as you can see. It's gonna clear all the space. I want to clear this big space because Allthemodium is supposed to spawn in the mining dimension too. And the thing is, right now power is good. This one is transmitting enough. It's getting enough. This is all good. Yeah, apparently it's working well. The thing is, this transfer is not being fast enough. I'm gonna check in the other dimension to see. I don't think the mechanism is getting jammed, but I feel like probably this transmission is the one that is not that fast. Okay, I'm gonna check for a way to void the stuff that we don't want. I'm gonna come back to you. Okay, guys, after a little bit of chaos, I decided to make the ultimate tier sellers to actually speed up a lot of the process that we're making right now. So I'm gonna upgrade this. Yeah, this gives us a much more slots to process this. Can this overcome the narrow furnace? No, it seems like that. That's too fast. But yeah, that's gonna help to kind of unclog this a little bit. Not that much, to be honest. But yeah, just a little bit. The other thing I'm looking for is a way to extract some of the items we have in here. in a way that it's easier to manage. Or maybe I could just stack them. Yeah, I could just stack them. Yeah, let's get the stack upgrader. Let's see. Stack upgrade to stack. I have a stack of Tigger upgrade here, but that's for a backpack. I need one for a chest. Okay, yeah, this one. This two. Three. Oh, I can autocraft that. See. Now I can craft it. And now okay, can autocraft that too. Oh, what? That's interesting. To say the least. Okay, yeah. Now there it is. What? Are you okay? What's going on? Ah, I'm dumb. I was looking at the wrong recipe. Okay, yeah, stick to your breed. And this one we put in here, and then we click sort. Which is gonna be kind of a mess because it actually can't sort the things that well. But it allows us to have a little more wiggle room. We actually stack this into one. That's it. I should be transporting everything quicker. It is transporting really quick, but it's still it's not fast enough to how we have more transporters. Yeah, we have more transporters. We can do that. Then we can do that. We can do that. I mean, no. Maybe this is not what was not the. We do the wrench. Like that. Like that. Like that. Now we can configure it here to pull. And that should at least help a little bit in transporting everything. Even if I pull the gun like this and then click this, yeah, that should be transporting everything faster. Yeah, that's getting drained super fast now. We should go check how the quarry's doing. Now that I upgraded this, not enough room. Or do you mean you're crazy, dude? Can you see? Can you see this is like empty, instantly empty? Or are you working at your full speed, or are you going slower? No, it seems like it's working good. Oh, our first Allthemodium. Our first Allthemodium. This is Allthemodium, right? Yeah, this is Allthemodium. This is really cool. We have Allthemodium here. I'm gonna take it with a diamond pickaxe with seal touch for now. Oh, but I need it to be in the right. That's right. Well, hello. You might be looking at this and thinking, hey, why is this not doing anything? Well, because we ran out of power. Yeah. This is apparently is too stressful still for our power generation, even though we have this crazy thing now. I'm probably gonna need to expand this a lot. Thankfully, I have the of uranium, so the uranium is not gonna be a problem. Right now, probably the thing that I need to do is make the other turbine in the side and see how to make them more efficient. Because right now the activity of these is really good. I feel like that's okay. And here right here it's speeding at the speed at the perfect speed. So yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. For a moment being, I'm just gonna let the energy recharge and look at the ways I can actually improve our power generation. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, guys, after more chaos, I made some upgrades to the power, and those upgrades led me to this. As you can see, our small quarry. Yeah, this is not that big. I'm joking. It's really big. I like it. I like it. Yeah. with this big quarry, we got a lot of resources. I started voiding the copper because just saving the copper was was silly for me. Yeah, the copper is not doing us any favors. Now, with this completed, as you can see, we have revealed lots of bits and chunks of Allthemodium, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna take it with this pickaxe that I have here. This doesn't have fortune. It only has seal touch, but I'm gonna take advantage of it to take the Allthemodium back home. When we take these two little bits of Allthemodium, we're gonna check how much Allthemodium we got. I just want to check if there's no any Allthemodium showing through the cracks to the walls of this quarry, of this big quarry, but apparently not. I cannot see anything, any Allthemodium or anything. Oh my god! I'm pretty sure if I didn't feather the boost a little bit there at the end, I would have died. Yeah, I cannot see any Allthemodium. Yeah, let's go back up. Well, now I have a super pickaxe. As you can see, this have now efficiency 6, which is pretty cool. Breaking 4, nature's man, and fortune 5. Which actually fortune can go crazy high. You can see it can go to fortune 7. But to be honest, it was kind of hard getting this. You saw I had like 120 something levels. Well, I lost all of them just doing this. So let's see how much Allthemodium we get. Let's hope we get a good amount. Let's put it right here. I like how it shines. It shines very pretty. And let's do this. Let's use the ultimine. Come on. Oh, oh, oh! Oh my god, guys! The fortune is crazy. The fortune is crazy. Yeah, I'm sure that the Allthemodium you cannot process like the other things like this. Oh, you can? You can? Can you double it? You can double it. We have 2 full stacks of Allthemodium just because of that. Oh my god, all the grind has paid off. All the grind has paid off. Guys, we have crazy amounts of Allthemodium, and I wanted to do this for a long time to get enough Allthemodium. This seemed like the best way of doing it, and yeah, it was. It was. I need 4 blocks of Allthemodium for a recipe. I'm gonna show you just in a little bit, but I'm gonna let this process, okay? This is confusing because... Yeah, so I'll come back when I got this set up. Well, now I'm down here because taking advantage, and I need to show you guys the upgrades that I made to the reactor. I'm gonna teach Snow Kiddo how the reactor works too. She's gonna be my apprentice here, my student, my engineering student, my nuclear engineering student. Because as you can see, I upgraded the reactor very heavily. Now we have big fuel rods, and we have 2 turbines instead of 1. And some other special things are going on with the reactor that I'm gonna explain just in a second. But for the first thing, we need to explain what the different modules do and how they're controlled and how they all interact with each other. Okay, so in Snow Kiddo, the first thing you need to know is this. These are here. This is the main core of the reactor. Those things that you see in green there, those are fuel rods that are fueled by uranium. As you can see in this chest, there's a lot of uranium there. That uranium goes inside and gets into the fuel rods. Those fuel rods can actually be controlled to control the reactivity, control the temperature of the fuel, and control the temperature of the case. You can see in the reactor terminal by right-clicking on it, you can see all that information. It's super important to keep the temperature below some certain degree, to keep the reactivity high, to produce the maximum amount of steam I can produce with the least amount of fuel. Also, if I just heat up the uranium crazily, instead of it going like super critical and exploding, the mode doesn't allow it to explode yet. They are going to explode in the future, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, cool, right? Right?
Right now, the only
Down on my little face.
the only thing that it does right now is is reducing the reactivity and producing less steam and less power. This reactor is a actively cooled reactor. There's another style of reactor, is a passive cooled one. The passive cooled one just produces energy directly from the uranium rods, directly from this case. But with this system, we send the heat from the uranium rods to water, the water that becomes vapor, becomes steam. You can see that in the reactor info too. You can see that it's filled with water that is being produced to steam. There's actually a exhaust generation rate that actually shows how much steam you are exchanging and producing per second. That's below the temperature gauge. Can you see it? It's like a droplet of steam. Now let's go on top. You have your jetpack turned on?
Ow.
Are you okay? What's going on? You use your... You don't have your jetpack? Okay. These things over here are the reactor control rods. These control rods, I can tweak and change the settings of them to control how reactive the uranium is. You and I, we saw Chernobyl together, so we can kind of know how a control rod works. A control rod is just like a rod that has a cover in it, an alloy cover that actually blocks the radiation and dissipates it from the fuel, so that it stops reacting and it stops generating more temperature. So right now it's set at 91% for each one. So it's actually not using that much of the rods. So that's what you remember. I said that I built this main core too big, and I actually didn't need to make it this big. Well, that's the reason why it doesn't need to be this big, because I'm barely using the core at its maximum capacity. I'm just using my 91%. And as you can see, between the fuel rods, I have emeralds. That emeralds are functioning as heat dissipators. Those heat dissipators are going to be able to reduce the fuel rod's temperature, while also letting the case go a little bit higher. Because the thing is that sometimes you can heat up the fuel rods too much and reduce their reactivity because they go supercritical. But actually have the case kind of cool in comparison and not have the best reaction. Basically, the case stays cool. The fuel goes too hot, and with that, you cannot produce that much heat because it's getting like cooled inside the case. If you think about it like that, did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, you wanna see the water. The water comes from behind, over here. The water comes from behind, from this aqueous accumulator. So yeah, all the water here absorbs. Well, all these aqueous accumulators absorb the water, and they put it inside the nucleus of the reactor. And this water is the one that is transformed into steam. And then it's time to start analyzing how the turbine is working. As you can see, we have two turbines, one on each side, okay? And these turbines transmit the vapor, the steam from inside the nuclear reactor to the case of the turbine, and then makes the rotors spin, okay? That's why there's like these ports. Can you see those ports? Those ports, the ones that are red and blue. Those ports are for transmitting that steam. And the blocks that you see at the end of the rotors, those are Enderium blocks. Enderium blocks is like a kind of a special metal that functions here as a coil. That coil is the one that gives us electricity, because the coil inside is spinning really fast, and that's making the coil conduct electrons, and that's making us electricity. So yeah. Now that's the basic concept. The biggest thing that I changed with this setup is the coils, because the coils I used before were just iron, and it results that those are not that good. So now I have this setup with the Enderium ones, and we produce 100,000 RF per tick. I know you don't, you never do like energy stuff, so maybe you don't know exactly how much RF it is. But if you can compare it to something, our jetpacks can hold 12 million FE. So this thing produces how much would be that? Would that be? 1% of our jetpack in one tick. Minecraft updates the game, I think 24 ticks per second. So that means we should be able to get our jetpack refilled in about 4 seconds. I think. Maybe less.
I don't know. I don't know maths.
I don't know maths too. But yeah, basically we're producing a lot of power, and that's the upgrade I made. And with that, we were able to make the quarry work. And yeah, I became a nuclear engineer.
Nice.
I'm gonna upgrade it later with a heat dissipator. That's gonna hurt my brain, but yeah, I'm gonna upgrade it later too with a heat dissipator.
I know you will. I know you will.
So yeah, now that this has been explained, I'm gonna check how the Allthemodium production is going. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Today, for closing, we will see how much Allthemodium we were producing. The machine was working while we were doing all the other stuff. So yeah, we went ahead and produced lots and lots of Allthemodium essence. Now, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be that much Allthemodium because the Allthemodium essence transforms into Allthemodium nuggets, but still, it's gonna be a lot. So let's see. We're getting right now. We start three stacks of Allthemodium nuggets. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's put that in. Okay, let's put that in. Okay, we have 4 stacks of Allthemodium nuggets and 55. That will transform into, let's put this like this, 34 ingots, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna upgrade the production of Allthemodium, making more of the Allthemodium seeds, and upgrade all the mystical agriculture stuff. But that was for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you liked, and we'll see you in the next one. Subscribe, like, follow. Keep your eyes peeled because we're gonna make a server later in which you can take part in. So that'd be really cool. So yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.